Now, from the station you count on, this is KARK 4 News at 10 in high definition.
Good evening. Certainly hope your Friday night is going well. I'm Bob Clausen.
I'm Jessica Dean. The father of a teenage boy wants justice tonight, one day after his son was allegedly run over and killed over a stolen wallet. KARK4's Brittany Johnson spoke with the family of Michael Stanley Jr. She joins us now with this KARK4 News update. Brittany.
Good evening. We spoke with Michael Stanley Sr. He's the father and also other relatives who say that little Mike, as they like to call him, just didn't deserve what happened to him. But they do believe the suspect, Michael Sadler, who pleaded not guilty to first-degree murder today, they think he deserves the worst punishment possible.
Never think I'd be 35 burying my own son, you know. It's sad.
One day after his son was killed, Michael Stanley Sr. sits surrounded by relatives, each struggling to cope with the loss.
Man, this stuff ain't right. Took my little brother over nothing.
He was loved by friends and family, and he's going to be missed, truly.
Their home now plastered with messages from school friends to a teen they believe is gone too soon. A court affidavit and surveillance video from the convenience store Asher 1 released Friday provides more insight into the events leading to his death. The video shows two boys and the van driven by Michael Sadler Sr. meeting on the street behind the store. You can see the three talk for a few seconds, a brief exchange, and then the boys take off. In the affidavit, Sadler, seen here walking in handcuffs, claims he asked the boys to help him find a gun stolen from him, and he was showing $1,300 in reward cash when one reached in and took the wallet. Stanley Sr. doesn't buy it, saying his son would work before stealing.
Little Mike was a good kid. Little Mike could cut grass for him. He'll wash your car, you know.
In the report, Sadler admits, and the video shows him chasing the boys in his van. They move out of view, and that's when police say witnesses saw Sadler run over Stanley Jr., get out of the 1995 Dodge, and start beating him.
It was wrong how it happened, but at the same time, he didn't have to kill him, though. That's a baby. You could look at him and tell he's a baby.
Stanley Sr. says he doesn't know why his son wasn't in school during the incident, but now he's focused on fighting to restore his name and for justice.
You know, it's sad to kill a kid at any time under any circumstance. I just feel he needs to pay with his life.
Today, a judge set Michael Sadler's bond at $1 million. Back to you.
All right, Brittany, thank you very much. Tonight, a candlelight vigil in Lonoke County to remember a teen hit and killed last weekend while riding his bike. 13-year-old Jacob Allen was on Joyner Loop in Lonoke when he was hit by a female driver. A collection is currently set up to help his family pay for funeral arrangements. KARK is told that he was not wearing a bike helmet, but Lonoke County Detective Matt Edwards says it may not have mattered since his injuries were so extensive.
That was my brother. I was outside when it happened. And he come over every day. We spent every day together, every day. We were inseparable. Me, Raymond, Jacob, Destiny, we were inseparable. That's my brother.
The accident remains under investigation, and it should be important to note here that the driver has not been charged. An early morning accident claims the life of a Pine Bluff man. Around 2:45, Bobby Gill Jr. was hit while walking along Highway 65 when he was hit by a man driving to work, apparently. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The driver, Terry Gear, was also sent to the hospital, later released. The accident here remains under investigation as well.
Tomorrow will mark 19 years since the killing of 3 little boys in West Memphis. The 3 men jailed for that crime and later known as the West Memphis 3. On May 5th, 1993, the bodies of Stevie Branch, Michael Moore, and Christopher Byers were found in a creek bed in Craighead County. Damian Eccles, Jason Baldwin, and Jesse Miskelly were arrested for those crimes, all sentenced to prison, with Eccles receiving the death penalty. Over the years, the 3 gained national attention and support, and in August of 2011, they were released from custody after entering an offered plea, which means they pleaded guilty to the crime while maintaining their innocence. There is now a $200,000 reward on the table for anyone that has information leading to what attorneys and supporters call the real killers. For more information on that, you can head over to arkansasmatters.com.
It was unanimous. The Little Rock School District Board agreed earlier this evening to ratify a financial proposal to give teachers a raise. You recall last night we told you Little Rock Education Association ratified the proposal. Among the details, a 1% pay raise retroactive to the beginning of the school year. Also, full health insurance coverage retroactive to the beginning of 2012. Teachers and staff are suing the Pulaski County Special School District. The lawsuits claim the Arkansas Department of Education overstepped its authority by telling the district to withdraw union recognition and void their contracts. Commissioner Tom Kimbrell took control of the district last summer because of fiscal distress after failed contract negotiations. Kimbrell says he stepped in to ensure the district's survival.
UALR purchasing a new multi-million-dollar dorm for students, but the people already live there for now. The school bought Coleman Place this week and already changed the name to University Village. It puts the university one step closer to its goal of expanding campus housing to 1,500 beds. The apartment complex is already home to students and non-students, some of whom will be forced to move for not meeting new requirements.
It was the best deal before ULA bought it, so I don't agree with that. I don't agree with ULA buying this thing.
Non-students have to move as soon as their lease ends. Some students are looking forward to the changes. University Village will be an upperclassman dorm.
The Pine Bluff City Council yet again set to consider a no confidence vote concerning the local police chief. A resolution proposed by Alderman Thelma Walker will get the up or down vote on Monday. Walker says that she believes the department is losing qualified officers because of Chief Brenda Davis-Jones' management and disciplinary practices. Walker proposed a vote of no confidence for the chief in March. That failed. Statewide support has poured in following the death of Lowell Police Chief Joe Landers, and it's now reached the Senate. U.S. Senator John Bozeman issued the following statement on Landers' death, saying, quote, "I am saddened by the tragic news of the passing of Chief Landers. Joe dedicated his life to public safety, and his work made a great impact on the community of Lowell. He was a well-respected citizen of Lowell, and his presence will be greatly missed. My thoughts and prayers are with his family." Chief Landers died around 1 o'clock this morning after being critically injured in a motorcycle crash in Panama City, Florida. Officials said Chief Landers was not wearing a helmet at the time of the crash and had suffered severe head trauma. Lowell, by the way, is in Benton County. Flags across the city will be lowered to half-staff in his memory. Concealed or actually canceled student lecture is stirring up controversy at the University of Arkansas Fort Smith. The reason? The student is transgender.
Jennifer Braley is a student at the school and has been speaking to students about gender identity disorder for the past 2 semesters. Now she says the school canceled her most recent lecture at the last moment with no explanation. Dr. Laura King, the teacher who had asked Jennifer to come speak to her class, thinks a student complaint led to that lecture being canceled.
Now from KARK4, your weather authority, Chief Meteorologist Keith Monahan.
Well, we did see a few showers and thunder.